Scorpio, hey there babies, Melissa here to do your weekly love reading. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It's not going to resonate for all Scorpios. If it does resonate for you, feel free to like and subscribe. If you already are subscribed, thank you so much, and welcome back. This is a love reading. We're going to be looking at the energies that you bring to the connection, the energy the person you have in mind brings, as well as a potential outcome and an overall energy. Anywhere from single to married and anywhere in between, just whomever you have on that sweet little Scorpio brain of yours. Let's get at your love life, babies. Anything you need to know about me, you can find in the About section of my channel. The energy that you bring to the connection is the Eight of Cups. Well, the energy that they bring is you, the Death card. Oh, babies, what in the hell is going on here? Alright, so we've got you walking away. We've got slow movement, new adventures, finding fulfillment on your own after letting down the weight of the world, I think is what's going on here. Really trying to resist some of our egotistical desires. It's interesting. The devil to me just means egotistical desires, whatever that is. It's kind of like falling for or feeding into our egos, what our ego is telling us. That can, manifest in the form of addictions. That can also just be doubting ourselves. This can be keeping us locked in a relationship that isn't good for us. Whatever it is, that is the devil card. It means ego, and it means being stuck in the ego for at some point in our life. And we'll get to more on that. It does look like some sort of a breakup going on. It does look like it's something that we've had for a long time and even thought was going to last a lifetime. We're going to get to the rest. I love the Knight of Coins, okay? But with the rest of these cards, the Knight of Coins is kind of saying to me that we've been holding on to something for far too long. We've been kind of slowly easing through a situation that we're going to get more. I don't want to overdo. This is just what I'm getting right now. Again, the Knight of Coins usually means something stable and long-lasting. But what I'm getting off of all of the rest of it is that we've stayed stable and long-lasting in something that we weren't actually meant to stay in. So we were doing our diligent work as we've been taught, little humans. I call us little humans, being good little humans, doing what we were told to do and what we were taught was right, is what I'm getting right now, which, by the way, takes extreme strength. So I'm not dogging on people that stay in an unfulfilling connection for a lifetime because that's what they were told was just or what was right? It takes great strength to endure that kind of dissatisfaction. Weird stuff coming through for you guys. I'm sorry. This is gonna, my Scorpio readings have not been very popular. They've been very deep. So I do feel like I'm working with a particular crowd. I do feel like you have decided to walk away and find your self-love. And your total fulfillment on your own, wish fulfillment even, and your own stability. This is real. Again, I don't know. I don't know who this person is yet. So this could be somebody coming in your future. This could be the connection that we're in right now. What I'm getting is that you're walking away from a connection that was long lasting, a marriage even, something very stable or seemingly stable that really was never built on, the things that relationships should be built on. True connection, true love. Again, we've been in connections for so long, karmic connections that were built on other things, like we needed each other for whatever reason, and nobody did this consciously. Nobody was consciously, it's like when we get into a connection before we've completely evolved and before we've become completely self-sufficient, there's just going to be ulterior motives, whether we like it or not, okay? So it's about, that's what the only concern of getting married too young and things like that is like, well, you didn't even have a chance to go find out who you were yet. And so now you're really relying on that person to be a part, your other half, the other part of you, when we weren't able to really evolve into our whole self first. Interesting stuff, you guys. What I see here is you walking away from all people, places, and things that do hold you back from evolving into your whole self, and you really coming into this Ace of Cups, fulfillment on your own, finding your own self, self-love, really understanding what self-love means, because there's a lot of misperceptions about that as well. Self-love is truly finding what fulfills you. It's not about eating this, doing that, running there, that if that's what fulfills you, that's what it's about. But it's not about trying to fulfill other people's opinions of what self-love is. It's about what truly makes you happy and fulfilled from within. Doing that brings you into the Nine of Cups, this wish fulfillment. It's where the creator says, all right, baby, you've done all the things that I've, it's like this test that we all go through. It's about coming to a space where we choose ourselves over all things, no matter how lonely that might seem or how, it's about, and not in a selfish way. I'm not talking about that because the creator does not reward egotistical behavior. But the creator rewards behaviors where we are willing to sacrifice and give up friendships, relationships, jobs that are not treating us the way we deserve to be treated in order to fulfill ourselves and love ourselves. That's when the creator gives our wish fulfillment. Like that's when it's like that's the cue, and then the creator throws in all your blessings, all of your callings. Everything starts to become more clear because you've kind of shed that layer of outer external approval. Really weird stuff. I'm really sorry, you guys. This is a very deep reading already. We got the Nine of Cups again, total wish fulfillment. It's the minor arcana version of the Star card. Walking away from those things, it's literally saying in the most obvious way, Eight of Cups to the Ace of Cups to the Nine of Cups to the King of Pentacles. This is exactly saying you walking away from all people, places, and things that are not conducive to your best life brings you into a space of truly loving yourself, allowing self-love, no matter how alone that leaves you. It doesn't leave you lonely. It cures that feeling of lonely, actually. But it no matter how many people, things, and whatever you have to leave behind in order to love yourself right, brings you into this wish fulfillment and then total stability. The King of Pentacles, this is stability at its finest. This is lifelong. This is whatever you come into from this point, this Ace of Cups point on, is going to be lifelong and everlasting, because you're not looking for anything frivolous anymore. You now know how to love yourself. You don't need anybody else to do that job for you. So anything you do allow into your life is going to be conducive to that, or it's not going to be in your life. You're not allowing that any longer, and I love it. It's so gorgeous. I have like tears in my eyes. I am a Cancer, so that's going to happen. Yeah, I am trying to figure out, I don't feel like this is your new person, like you have a new person. I'm not reading this as a new connection. I am reading this as somebody else, the person maybe that you're walking away from, a connection that you're walking away from. But I don't even know if this is a person. I'm just going to tell you. I feel like you're in the middle of transformation. I almost feel like the creator put you here in this because this isn't a person. I'm sorry. I love you so much. This doesn't mean you don't have love. You don't have love on the way. This means the creator wants me to focus on you right now and your celebrations and your sturdy new beginnings that are coming, because as soon as we let go of, again, all of that external approval, all of our dreams come true. It's really true. It's so hard to let go because we think these things make us happy. We think gaining other people's approval truly makes us happy. What we realize, sometimes the only time we realize that isn't, and then we don't consciously sit and think of it, but when we get home at night and we're like, why are we still feeling so unfulfilled? Because the whole day we sat and fulfilled what other people thought we should do. We fulfilled their wishes for us, And this is about you coming into a space where I see you firmly walking away from all people, places, and things that sometimes even make you believe that you can't be fulfilled without them, is what I'm getting right now. Anyways, I feel like this transformation is happening. It's bringing in celebrations and your true and utter happiness, your wish fulfillment on your own. Again, I don't feel like this is a connection. I feel like this is just you coming into a place of total fulfillment on your own, where you're going to have this, I said it over here, this is like the beginning of the King of Pentacles, okay? It's about new beginnings because you've chosen these, you have two aces, the Ace of Hearts, or the Ace of Cups, I'm sorry, and the Ace of Pentacles. This is because you've chose to walk away. It's not easy to walk away from things that you're comfortable with. Even if they're not fulfilling you, you know them, they're familiar. It's walking away from things that are familiar to truly find yourself. It's like being distracted with things that are familiar doesn't allow you to find yourself. It's very interesting what's coming through. I do feel like you're in a place of, sadness right now with this Three of Swords. I'm just going to say we're moving forward from that. We got the Chariot card, the Ten of Wands, and the Moon card. Wow. A lot of power, a lot of heavy weights, okay? So it's like, I get what's going, I always got what's going on here, but it's like, your heart it feels like you're ripping your heart out as you try to let go and release the weight of the world. The weight of the world is what others are going to think. You truly believe that your actions are going to affect others, is what I'm getting right now. You think that fulfilling yourself is going to hurt other people somehow. That's what I'm getting. And the creator's like, no, baby, the only way that you can actually fulfill anyone else is by truly fulfilling yourself first, and then letting the guilt down from making whatever decisions you need to, whatever you feel called to go heal your pain and fulfill your own dreams, whatever that is. It's about against all odds. And again, this 10 of Wands really means to me just really needing to release the weight of the world, really needing to release what your actions can't actually affect anybody else, okay? I mean, with the exception of going out and harming people. But what you do for your life, for your best life, cannot affect other people if they're doing what's best for their life. And this is including children, believe it or not. You doing what's best for your life is going to bring them into a space of what's best for their life. You know what I mean? Like watching you do what is best for you, regardless of how tough that may be, or regardless of how against the grain that might go. Your children watching you empower yourself like that is going to ensure that they'll always be able to do that themselves, okay? Not only that, but you releasing anything that is keeping you bogged down, stuck, and in a dark space is going to allow you to have a better relationship with your children. This is for people with children, I guess. Not the whole reading. That is only going to resonate for some of you. Anyhow, I feel like these are your children in this. It's the weirdest thing. I don't ever, that it never means children to me. But I feel like there are children kind of stopping your decisions from being made. And I really want you to understand this, and I do not say this lightly. You doing what's best for you, and I'm not talking in an egotistical way. I'm not talking about you leaving, your soulmate for some hot little youngster. Okay, wow, sorry. Whoever this is for. I'm talking about leaving, a situation where you're not being fulfilled to fulfill yourself, okay? And it's like doing that is actually going to grow your children. It's actually going to feed your children, and it's going to grow and feed you, most importantly, which will give you the opportunity to have more to offer them, okay? Interesting stuff. This is, against all odds, this is coming out victorious, and I believe this is really you kind of realizing that the only person you are obligated to care for at this time is yourself, and that's the only way you can truly care for in the right way anyone else. Interesting stuff. The Moon card, I feel like this is we're in a brokenhearted, trying to release these burdens, this weight of the world, trying to let go of what other people think of us, no matter who that is. And in this uncertain period, it's like your intuition is telling you, you're a Scorpio, you know what's best for you, okay? But we have been taught to doubt that inner knowing from kindergarten on, okay? And it's like, this Moon card to me has been meaning you're not uncertain. You're not unsure of where you're going. You already know. Your inner knowing already knows, but it goes against what you've been taught to believe. It goes against what, the mainstream, because we've been controlled for far too long as a species. We've been taught to control each other. And, the ego has been running this show for far too long. This is about you fearing what your spirit is telling you isn't true. It's about your human not allowing your spirit to run the show is really what it's about. Just know that your inner knowing is right. Keep following the path of least resistance is what I'm getting. And I don't even know if that's, like, I'm trying to make sense of it in my head first. The path of least resistance. I don't know. It is about, following your callings. It's about following whatever you're being called to. The truth is, it's really easy to just do what you're called to. What is really hard for us is when we're resisting what we're being called to constantly. That calling is always within us, right? When you finally just let go and follow the calling, it's a relief. It's the path of least resistance. Weird. And so it is about following your spirit and really trusting your spirit. You are intuitive as they come. So again, we've just been taught to really suppress that inner voice of ours for far too long. And your inner voice is the one that knows what's best for you. And I promise you, when you do what's best for you, it automatically does what's best for everyone around you. Period. Victory coming, babies. This all being healed up. The Creator has, I'm just going to tell you too, the Creator has all this. This is all divinely orchestrated, okay? So it's like, I don't know, again, this isn't, I'm sorry, this isn't a love reading. I started out saying it was. This is just about you coming into your own power and really being empowered. And the Creator saying, I am here with you. I'm working on this with you. You are not alone on this job. And no human could help you with this job. First of all, no human has the capabilities. So you and the Creator together, higher self, source, whatever you call it, God, have all that you need. And it's about really just allowing and accepting and following the calls. Detachment. You are releasing old patterns and ideas that no longer serve your highest ideals of love. This is it. Like, it isn't loving it isn't loving for people to make us feel trapped, right? We do it on accident. We don't do it on purpose. We've literally been taught that this is the way this, especially if anybody has been brought up in religious backgrounds, I'm not dogging on religion. Anything that keeps you close to God is good for me. However, when when there are egotistical rules in religion that have nothing to do with God and they shouldn't be in there, and that one of them is staying in a connection that is unhealthy for you because you made that commitment before God. God says, please don't ever make a commitment to somebody that hurts you in front of me, before me, or in honor of me, because the only person that God wants you to commit to is yourself. And then anytime you truly and fully commit to yourself, everything that comes out is going to be gold, okay? Yeah, I love you so much, and I will see you guys next week. Mwah.